What is good, everybody? Today I'm going to show you how to make a blank game from scratch. Uh, there will be a few different parts for this because I can only record up to 15 minutes on this, so there will be different parts. And the first step is that we're just going to create like the base of it, and then like the rest, the next part, we're just going to make like the add like decoration and maybe add a few more things such as base wise to it. But yeah, also one note to get in mind: when you start a project, you always have to remember to add a playable element. Without adding that, your game will not be played until you add a playable character. So you have to add a character, and then once you add a character, you can now play the game by pressing P. Well, you press P to stop the game. But this is the first video. I'm going to show you how to like add things, and then the next video I'm going to show you how to like edit terrain. And then during that part of the video, I'm going to teach you how to customize the terrain in different aspects. So the first off we got is there's two different types of like weapon pickups. So we got like a basic weapon pickup. I'm just gonna drag this into the. I'm just gonna drag this into the scene. But it does take a minute to load. There you go. So it also appears in the hierarchy right here. So there's two different types of weapon pickups. You can make like items drop loot, which I think is kind of cool. But so we're gonna search up chest because that's kind of like a sensible thing to drop loot if destroyed. So it's like a sensible thing. So now if you go to the right, you get this drop down that says drop loot, and you got to turn on this add to the inventory. And then you click the plus button, and you'll have a list of different pickups that will allow the player to pick it up. And you can add the quantity of how many of the same like loot it will drop, as far as like it's I guess as far as like how many like times you want the weapon selected. So first we got just a basic weapon start pickup. We just press E to pick it up, and then we got the weapon. I guess we can shoot. And you press 1, the corresponding number to unarm. So, and then now the chest itself isn't interactable, so when we punch it, we can actually lower its health value. And once this health value is lowered, it basically it basically destroys it, and then it drops the loot pickup, in which gives us this weapon instead now. Also, another thing to add in mind, the lighting, because you see how like the sky, I forgot how to, because you see how the sky is kind of off over here where my mouse is. This actually no, I'm gonna go again. Because you see how the sun is over there, but the lighting is coming from this direction. It makes no literal sense. So we go to terrain, I guess. I think, yeah. Yeah, and then we can go to different like presets of the sky. I think this is the right one, is it? Sort of. Well, actually, the lighting is still up over there, not. So we have to pick a correct type of sky for this. Why is the lighting so messed up, bro. Okay, I'll just deal with that later. But yeah. So there's two different types of weapon pickups that you can make. I think it's more than that. I don't know. Um. So first, we're just gonna add. You can add characters too, and you can add dialogue to characters too. So like, not only does the characters be added, but you can add dialogue. See, when I rotate this towards the character, you go up to this the very top right, and you click this little message box button right here. And once you add that, it adds like a dialogue that you can add between the two. So if you can add, like, for example, a dialogue for the character and then the dialogue for the character on your end, such as the character you're controlling. So it's pretty cool. So for example, we can just say, we can make it say hello, and make this one say hi. And so then in game, you'll see the character has a little message icon over the head, and once you get close enough, you can press E to talk, and then you press this, you just tap the, you tap the screen or whatever to switch, change the dialogue text, and which is it's pretty cool. So you can add like checkpoints. Oh, I think they had an altar or something like that. I think they had an altar. Yeah, they had an altar. I remember I used. I remember I used the altar like thing or whatever. Here it goes. It's a statue portal. So there's two types of statue portals. There's the evil one, which is like the the bad one, which is like on the enemy side, and then there's the good one, which is on the good side, which is like the on your team side. I guess that corresponds to like the situation. And so I use this because, as before, for some reason I forget, and I might do a part to adding how to do scripts and stuff. I haven't did scripts yet in Instruct, but yeah, we'll get to that sooner or later. You can add effects, like this lava cube, for instance. Well, didn't mean to do that. This lava cube, for instance, or this water cube. Just drag that in. It's pretty simple how you can just drag things from like the asset library directly into the scene. I think you can drag it into the hierarchy as well. Yeah, so it goes directly into the. Wait, I don't think it actually went into the hierarchy. No, it doesn't go into the hierarchy. So we have two senseless cubes that are just here. One is water that you can swim in, and the other is lava, which can kill you. See how we just died and it said we just lost? We had no score for that part too. Here's an invisible wall. Now this is kind of cool, kind of like ironic, because if you ever have like a certain area that you don't want the players accessing, an invisible wall will just, I can't see where it's actually at us. Place it directly in front of the player so we can indicate it. if you don't want a certain area for your characters to basically access, an invisible wall is great for that. So it's like it just it blocks them from accessing it. See, we can't even see the wall, but we're definitely colliding with it, and which is not letting us continue our pathway. However, if we walk off side of it, then we can outsmart it. But it's like you can't see it, so it's not there. Other um you can make other things invisible too. But it's this thing that I call it's called it's this thing I call a kill zone, basically. And what just happened?